Well, we've been following the case of Glenn Foster Jr., the former Saints player and local business owner who died in a rural Alabama county jail earlier this month. Foster was known to have some mental health issues, and police say they arrested him after a pursuit in tiny Pickens County, Alabama. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Katie Moore. Within 2 days of Foster's arrest, he was dead. And details about what happened to one-time Saints player would be hard to come by.
Well, tonight we have a similar story involving the same sheriff in the same county about a man with mental illness. He too wound up dead. JD Career has that story.
This is a video of Pickens County deputies and Gordo police officers shooting and killing a man named Wallace Wilder in 2019. The police were called to his small home for a welfare check when neighbors said they heard some commotion. The call ended with Wilder's death. According to a police report, Wilder did not want to let officers in. After some back and forth, officers kicked in his door and they say Wilder was standing there with a knife. Attorney Richard Rice of the Rice Law Firm says the man in the blue and white checkered shirt is Pickens County Sheriff Todd Hall, the same sheriff who currently runs the jail where Glenn Foster Jr. died.
You can see or hear Mr. Todd Hall instructing the other officers to kick the door in, and they begin deploying tasers, and you can hear shots fired from there.
The lawsuit Rice filed says there was no reason for officers to kick down the door to enter Wallace's home to begin with. The suit also mentioned that Hall knew Wallace had a mental issue. In fact, years prior in 1987, Wallace was indicted in the death of another man. However, he was found not guilty by reasons of insanity. But just getting this video of the shooting to be able to see what happened was a challenge.
At least 18 months after the actual death. And again, we maybe could have had it released earlier, but for the fact that there was an ongoing criminal investigation.
The same thing the Foster family and legal team have been told in their quest for any information from the state of Alabama. An all too familiar situation to what Rice says he's been going through in the Wilder case.
The information about the cause of death is released slowly, is delayed. We have difficult time just obtaining just basic information, seeing the body camera video, which, common sense or just our basic understanding would tell us the purpose of having the body camera footage would be for these type of situations.
Rice says the part of this that bothers him the most is the fact that Hall has been able to remain the sheriff over Pickens County this whole time he's been on Wilder's case, and now seeing what's happening in the case of Glenn Foster Jr.
What type of message and standard is that setting and sending to all of those other municipalities, all of those deputies that are responding to him? They're aware of these controversies. What type of message is he directly communicating to them and by his actions?
Pickens County Sheriff Todd Hall says he has no comments in regards to either of these deaths. JD Career, Eyewitness News.
Well, you can stay up to date with this story on air, online, and on our free WWL TV mobile app.